Quick caption or update. So, shoulder surgery, hadn't shot a show in a year, everything like that. But one good thing happens, Vince McConnell calls me up, or texts me or emails me, hardly ever get to hear his voice anymore, and goes, "Hey Jay, you gotta hear this Doug Brignoli book's awesome." He's got a big voice, he's this big. And so he was right. Doug Brignoli, we've all known about, it's called The Physics of Exercise, I think. Anyway, great book on biomechanics. In it, he shows a great bicep exercise. Just so happens that I had gotten an MI5 on the showroom floor. It's the perfect machine for this. If you don't have an MI5 or something that will adjust to this the way this does, then you can do one arm at a time on a regular low cable. So it's possible to do it. It's not as cool as what I'm going to show you, but it's the same idea. Now, very quickly, make this very simple. When you do a bicep exercise, your biceps are made to go, eh, that's what they do. Just don't make it complicated. Biceps don't point, biceps point to you, okay? They don't point to your friends, they point to you. That's what a bicep does, that's what it does. It's a curling device. Now, you see people in gyms, and it doesn't matter if they're some kind of meathead or if they're a newbie, they'll start doing this swinging, and they'll not necessarily swing, but at the top, they'll do this. And when you start coming from, when your elbows leave your side up, that's front deltoid. That's right here. That's what that muscle does, right there, okay? That's fine if you're working front deltoid, but if you think you're working biceps, you're wasting energy. So, what would make it even better is if you could pre-stretch, because part of the problem is if I'm using a barbell or dumbbells again, and I start here, the arm isn't under contraction yet, right? So I'm not truly doing a full range of motion. That's probably as simple as I can word it. Doug Brignoli would show you diagrams and make it very confusing. My version is very dumbed down. You should love me for how stupid I am sometimes. So what we're gonna do, I'd also like to point out, I'm on hoist MI5. I am using track handles. These I can ship anywhere. If you're in the country, you see me on YouTube, should be a link. You can order these from me and I will ship these to you. These are amazing handles and they're worth every penny. I think they're like $149 a pair and they're worth more than that. So on cables, I love cables anyway, but on these cables, that side's wrong. Okay. If I take a step out, right, and I start my arms, I'm in a pre-stretch. Then, see my elbows are staying back. And as much as possible, your shoulders stay out of it. That feels really good. You can also do, if it makes you happy, you can do one arm at a time. Same idea, same thing you would on a one-arm dumbbell curl, or you can do both. That's just a new way of thinking about a bicep curl. And again, I've made up a lot of stuff. I've been in business for 40 years. As a matter of fact, this month, this is our birthday month, 40 years. We're fixing to start our 41st year in business. Been on TV for about 33 of those. I've made up stuff over the years before the internet. and I'm sure somebody in Australia made it up the same week, but I thought, oh, I made that up. When I do something and I've learned something from somebody, I go through the full lineage. Vince McConnell told me to read Doug's book, Doug Brignoli, and that's where I got that from. And those two minds together are some of the greatest in fitness. So that's as simple as it gets. You step forward, come back. Like I said, if you got one cable, if you've only got a low cable, you can do one arm at a time, that's fine. But try that because it's different. It's just enough different to make it interesting. And then one day, you'll have arms like Arnold Schwarzenegger because you did that exercise. No, you won't. No, you won't. People are so stupid to believe that crap. No, you won't. But your arms will be the best they can be. You're getting the most out of a movement for the energy you're putting into a movement. That's what you're getting. Now, later on, I think I'm going to show you a tricep exercise on the same concept.